All right, so today we're going to do some fermenting. You can either just do cabbage. Oh, let's flip this because I need to make sure the battery doesn't die. I'm going to do cabbage, carrots, and onion. So you're going to start out with a head of cabbage. And you need to save leaves. I'm gonna save probably 2. You want pretty healthy leaves. All right. We're gonna save some. I should get a bowl out. We're gonna save the scraps for broth. I have my fermenter lids. You don't need them. You can use, I have these lids as well. Small mouth and large mouth. They're just plastic, or you can use regular lids, but you can't, it's got to be pretty loose on the jars, because with fermentation, the gases and stuff could make it kind of explode. So you're going to start with cutting your cabbage off of I'm going to be, if you have chickens, you could feed them that to them. I don't yet. I don't know if I'm going to. So now we are just going to cut this very thinly. You don't need a food processor for this. I'm going to be using mine for my carrots and onions. But if you're just doing cabbage, you don't need it. Okay, I don't know when it stopped recording. So I was yapping. We did our cabbage, onions, and carrots. Put it in a bowl. We sprinkled, if you're just doing cabbage, 2 tablespoons of salt. I did about 3 cents. I added more stuff in. We let it sit for a little bit, and now we're just going to start chopping it. And you're just going to take a spoon and we're trying to pull as much liquid out as possible. Anyways, I don't remember what I was even talking about, like where I left off, but it took 27 hours to drive down to Yuma from Minnesota. We went to the state prison down there where the movie 310 to Yuma kind of was about. Drove 5 hours. We stayed there 2 nights. We visited some friends down there as well, our old neighbors. We drove 5 hours to Vegas. We stayed at the Luxor. Didn't do much the first night. Kind of just hung out at the hotel. The second day we were there, we went to a place called Omega Mart. It's like an interactive grocery store. Like, you can buy some things you can't. I don't know how to describe it. It's pretty cool. If you go on Facebook and look up Meow Wolf, in Las Vegas, Area 15, part of Area 15. There's lots of pictures. It's pretty cool. There's probably more adults there than there were kids. And then we went back to the hotel and we went to the Titanic exhibit. That was located in the hotel, the Luxor. And then that night we went to Fremont, and then we went and stopped at the Bellagio and watched the fountains do their thing. And then we walked back to the Luxor, which is quite a ways. Because everything, you know, is on the strip, and then so with the traffic and stuff, you have to like walk up a lot of stairs to kind of go up over the roads and whatnot. My husband likes it there. I know that there's a lot of things we didn't get a chance to do because we weren't going to be there very long. So I guess there's like an escape room, like it's like the Sauce escape room or whatever that looked kind of cool. So yeah, we just gotta keep chopping. I might actually add a little bit more salt here. Try to get some more water pulled out. On the way home, we went through like Denver. That was interesting. Driving through the mountains and the tunnels and stuff. Lots of ice in the tunnels. But we hit a lot of states on the way down and the way up. I would just say that if you've never been to Vegas and you're only going to do like a one-time thing, I think it's good to experience the Strip, but it's very expensive. I think if we would go back, which I'm not really having a need to, we would stay like on Fremont. We ate off the Strip significantly cheaper, but alright, so we're just going to let this sit now and pull some more liquid out. And then we'll come back and we'll stuff our jars. I got lemons down in Arizona, some grapefruit, and this is called a tangelo. This is a mix between a tangerine and an orange, and they're not in season anymore. The lemons are, but the Tangelo isn't. And I don't know if the grapefruit is yet or not. We're going to be trying it, but I'm going to be propagating the seeds. So that's going to be in a video. I want to kind of get into propagating this year, plants and stuff. We have some big plans for the garden. I don't know if everybody's started getting their garden seeds. I did. But so about, I don't know, 16-ish years ago, we got one of those big enclosed tents that you can put like boats and stuff in. And we put it out at my in-laws' farm. And since living here, we have been able to bring all of our boats and everything, canoes and stuff like that home. So we have the room to store it. So that tent has been sitting out at my husband's parents'. The canopy is shot. And we were just talking about like going out there this year and taking it down and turning the frame, giving it to like the junker and whatever. Well, we've decided that we're not going to do that. We're going to be taking it down and bringing it here. Amazon sells replacement canopies, so we are going to buy one for a greenhouse. And then we'll modify that tent to fit the canopy. And then a lot of my vegetables will be grown in there. I don't know if we'll get that done this year, but we are definitely starting on it. So I don't know if I'm going to start some stuff out there in my regular garden. But a lot of my stuff can then go in the greenhouse. And then we can do, you know, like our corn and pumpkins and squash and stuff like that out in the other garden. So that'll be fun because I want to get into more. I got more herbs and stuff to plant this year. I want to do more dehydrating of that kind of stuff and storing it to cook with. So we'll do some container gardening as well, because I am going to do some potatoes. This is looking really good. So it's just kind of getting choppy. And there's some liquid forming now in the bottom, but we are going to need more. Where I thought I grabbed, oh yeah, I did. Alright, I'm gonna let this sit for a little while and then I'll come back and we'll do the jars. And then so this only has to sit for like 2-3 days. After the second day, I would recommend that you taste it. For the fact, if you've never done fermentation, 2 days is like lightly fermented. Not that 3 days makes, but you can go as long as you need to. And this will store in the fridge, oh geez, long time. As long as you keep it so fermenting, we're gonna leave it out during the fermentation process. And that's just going to get thrown up on the top of my fridge probably. And after it's fermented, then you can pull your leaf out of it. You can do the weights. They have weights that you can put in your jars too to hold your stuff under. But I don't use them. So yeah, this will just sit on top of the fridge for 2-3 days. I might ferment one a little bit longer And then after it's done fermenting, you can put like a normal lid on it and throw it in the fridge, and it will last easily, probably like a year. Mine never lasts that long. But because we eat this on, you know, brats, burgers. So, and a lot of this juice will come out too once you start packing. So, all right, I'll be back in a few minutes. All right, got a little bit more liquid in here. We'll see. Now we're just gonna pack this in. Two jars. And now you're going to want this packed down in there tight. So I just take a spatula and kind of just pack it here. As you can see, as you're packing it, the liquid's starting to come up, which is good. And you're going to want to make sure that you get everything off of the inside of the jar, because you do not want any of that over the liquid. So all of the little bits and whatever has to be packed down. Okay. A little bit more in this one. So make sure, like you get no, this is all on the outside, no bits and pieces up at the top, because that will mold, and you do not want that in your fermentation food. Okay, same with this one. We're just going to, if we have to make a little bit of extra liquid, we will do that. Just get it down in there. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more salt in there. A little bit over the top. So basically we're gonna, sometimes you have enough liquid, sometimes you don't. Okay, so now we're just gonna go in and pack here. Nice and tight. Make sure everything's gonna be underneath the water line. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take, going to need water and salt. I'm going to mix that. Okay, and we're just gonna put some in. Now this is where your leaves come in. And we are going to take this big stem off here. And this you're gonna put in your jar. And you're going to push it down over your cabbage. And then we're just going to fill the rest up with water up to the first line of your jar. We want it submersed. If you need to do more, leaves, that's why we saved 2. We're going to take our fermentation lids here. Those just get screwed on like that. Make sure we get all. Okay. This needs to go. Okay. We're going to take this tool and you're going to stick it on over the nipple and you're just going to suck all the air out of your jars. A couple pumps. Like that. It's going to pull out the bubbles. Like so. And everything is under the fluid. Your leaves will be in there. And we're just going to set these on top of our refrigerators for 2-3 days. I'm going to pull out, it's bubbling pretty good, so. And these lids will let the gases escape, but won't let any air in. And that's it for lactose fermenting. We'll check back in 2-3 days and I'll let you know how long I kept it for my liking. So, alright, we'll see you in a couple days. Alright, so we're on day 3 of the fermenting. We're going to try it. It's going to depend on how warm your house is, on how fast it ferments. It's definitely strong. We're just going to pull that cabbage leaf off to the side. There we go. You want to try it? I don't know if we should let it sit another day. It's right on the verge. If your house is warmer, it will ferment faster. Or is that enough?
I would give it another day.
Let's try this one. So we're gonna let ours go to day 4, and then we'll just pull the cabbage leaf out, and then it goes in the fridge. So let me know if you guys make it. See you in the next video. Bye.